Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do a Auntie Say It Isn't So, Auntie Say It Isn't So. There is more dramas with this seeking sister wives. It appears that Sidian's ex-wife or first wife has created a GoFundMe to pay for legal fees. Why do y'all drag me into this bull crap? I will never know. But let's get started.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello there, everybody, and this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Y'all, this is the Auntie Say It Isn't So that I do not want to do, but I have had an overwhelming amount of DMs from my subscribers who have said, Auntie, you got to talk about this. I need your opinion on this. I know you don't want to be bothered with this, but I got to hear what you have to say about this. First of all, I do not watch Seeking Sister Wives. I didn't like the show from the giddy up. I tried my best to look at it, and it just wasn't something that I was with. Back in the day, there used to be a show that was on HBO that was a drama series that covered polygamy. I absolutely enjoyed it. I even actually enjoy Sister Wives, right? With Cody and the crew. But for some reason, I just could not get with this particular show. So again, a bunch of you all have hit me up in my DMs today and was like, Auntie, I need you to talk about this GoFundMe that has been created by another wife, Sidian Jones' first wife. Now, there's an article that I went and looked up because, of course, when you all ask me to do something, I'm going to look up a little bit of it, right? And so when you all overwhelmingly harassed your auntie, okay, because y'all harassed me, I went and looked up an article just to try to find out what the hell y'all talking about, what's going on, and all of that kind of stuff with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. So I found an article. Let's see if I can pull it up. I found an article on Distractify, and the article is dated March 22nd by Jamie Lerner. And it talks about this particular couple, right? And I guess people are looking for this first wife. This is Keeping Up with the Joneses on Seeking Sister Wives, going to be wild. So it says TLC, his show Seeking Sister Wife chronicles a select few polygamous relationship as a couples or thruples or quadruples. Damn, navigate society with their own unconventional families. One new family will be keeping up with is the Joneses. Sidian and his second wife, Tasha, are seeking a new sister wife after Sidian's first wife left. Now, I noticed in the article, when I read the article, that it said after the first wife left. So I was like, okay, well, what happened to her, right? Because, your auntie want to know, what happened to the person? Why y'all sending me this book, right? Why do y'all want me to get involved in this book, right? Okay. So, I'm just like, okay, what? Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. So then I continue to kind of read down. It says, as you can imagine, maintaining a polygamous relationship can be challenging, considering maintaining a monogamous relationship is difficult enough. Now, Seeker Sister Wife will chronicle Sidian and Tasha as they pick up the pieces from their failed go at polygamy. But what happened to Sidian's first wife? And so then it goes on to say, while some of the families we met on Sick and Sister Wives always knew they wanted to be polygamous, Sidian and his first wife were in a different position. They began as a monogamous couple and had 2 kids together. However, they felt something was missing in their relationship. Sidian explained, I had a girlfriend who was in a polygamous relationship, and what drew me to the lifestyle was learning that polygamy is a lot more than sex. Okay, it may be a lot more than sex for the women, but it sure ain't a lot more than sex for his ass. Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, maybe I don't know about polygamy. Maybe, they swap couples and all of that kind of stuff. But from the polygamy that I know, they don't. Okay, it seems like, or at least in what I know from Sister Wives with Cody's ass on there, right? He was the only one that was getting down with the get down, okay? He was the only one up in that mofo with some junk up in his trunk that everybody was seeking, like it was, a pirate's treasure, bitch. Okay, if you will. All righty. So I don't know what he means by that. But anyway, he says, if somebody has any sort of problem, there's not just one other adult in the house to tackle it. There's at least two. Bitch, let me tell you something. That's why you get your good degree and all of that kind of stuff. You go to go to finish high school, bitch. Get you a good ass job so you can pay for all the services that one would desire. Now, sometimes, your path may not afford you that opportunity, but you know what? Just go ahead on and keep on trying at it. But I don't need to bring another woman in my household. Okay, I'm talking about me. Okay, because all I can talk about is Auntie. Damn it. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. But I don't need to bring another wife up in there to be screwing my man and me having to deal with, bringing my jealousy and envy and strife and cattiness in check, right? Because as women, we just automatically got that. And so I can imagine that if all these women are living in a house like this, bitch, somebody mad and jealous, okay? Somebody is at night crying in their pillows when they hearing them walls jumping and stuff like that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, bitch, but okay. I mean, just let me know, like I said in the description box, okay? Be respectful, because Murray and them will snatch you. All right, so Sidian and his first wife decided to venture out into the world of polygamy. Sidian met Tasha and introduced her to the concept of polygamy, which she latched onto because of family aspect. He introduced the two women to each other, and after about 3 months of dating, he eased Tasha into living with them. Okay, but first of all, the wife, he was trying to convince her ass that this was something that she wanted to do, because the mofo said, okay, that he was talking to a friend, and so he's introducing not only a first wife, right, but now he's introducing and trying to ease, as they say, somebody ass named Tasha into it. So Sidian and Tasha described this as a very happy time in their lives, full of love within their whole unconventional family. But about 6 months, and Sidian's first wife started to doubt if polygamy was for her, and Tasha decided to leave out of respect of Sidian and his first wife's marriage. Okay, so it says, as now we don't actually know what happened to Sidian's first wife, except that she is no longer in the picture. According to TLC's description of Sidian and Tasha's predicament, Sidian and Tasha Jones live in Idaho, where Tasha was once Sidian's second wife. What, bitch? Wait, what? Okay. So Tasha was Sidian's second wife because she moved into the house. But from my understanding, the other wife, Jennie, ain't even married to. Okay, all right, slow down, Auntie. Until the first wife left them. After taking time to heal, Tasha and Sidian are now seeking another bitch to Another wife, again, but find out it's not as easy as they thought it would be to find a perfect match. Okay, but not only did she leave, but every trace of Sidian's first wife seems to have been wiped from Sidian and Tasha's lives. All or most photos of her are completely blurred out, and there's no record of her on either Sidian's Tasha's social media account. But I found the bitch on Twitter. How could she have been wiped out? Did they leave her name out of it or what? I mean, she done came out now out of the dog. She's like, woo, 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 woo. I need a GoFundMe. I need some money, boo. It's some been happening. I've been, keeping a low profile up in this month. Okay, but right now I'm coming to y'all because I need to go fund me. And so now the wife is coming out of the shadows, bitch. You can't make this stuff up. So it says so it says, in fact, as Tasha and Sidian search for a new sister, Tasha has completely taken over as the first wife of the family, caring for Sidian's children as if they were her own. Now, why are the children there? Hopefully, the mystery of Sidian's first wife will unravel as the third season of Seeking Wife unfolds. Okay, so let's go on to this damn GoFundMe. Okay, because see, y'all done brought me in this bull crap, right? We in here now, right? We in here now. And so, they talk about she was wiped off of TLC. TLC ain't mentioned nothing about her and all that kind of stuff. So Pamela Cleveland says she left the kids. Bitch, what? Why did she leave the kids? And so now, I mean, what reason did she have to leave the kids? See, this is the kind of stuff that you pack your up, okay, over a time period. A perfume bottle here, a sock here, bitch, underwear's there, you know what I'm saying, couple of pair of pants, bro, you know what I'm saying, social security, birth certificate, passports, slowly that stuff starts walking away, and starts, because he ain't gonna pick it up if you just doing it, every hither and thither, right? How the hell he gonna pick it up if you just doing? Okay, been there, done that. Okay, you gradually do. Okay, you put the stuff in the package. You know what I'm saying? Little sandwich bags and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Start tucking it away. So when you do your mad dash, you ain't got to worry about collecting all of that stuff. All you got to do is collect the kids. A couple of outfits where I washed the outfit and it shrunk. No, that bitch ain't shrink. It was up in the suitcase. Because we was getting our getaway car together, bitch. But anyway, so all of y'all want me to talk about this. So it says family court legal funding for Mama too. She has a goal of $20,000, right? It look like ain't a bitch donated yet. Now, but let me roll down here to the bottom and see if anybody donated yet. Okay, so she put this up how many hours ago? Y'all got me in this bull crap. She put this 20 hours ago, and so far, no show. Nobody's I don't watch the show either, but they got me all up in this bull. I don't even know how to tag a video like this, okay? But anyway, so I mean, nobody has contributed, maybe because they did not know who this woman was, because allegedly, according to this article on Distractify, nobody knew who she was or where the hell she was, right? So, okay, so we're going to go ahead on with it. Don't be laughing at me, EJ. Do not be laughing at me. So let's go to hell on to this GoFundMe and let's find out what in the hell has happened to this mysterious ass woman who all of a sudden has showed up with her hands out like that. Bitch, them hands is like that. She said, I'm going to show up on the glow up and the come up. Okay. Now don't get mad at me if you ain't never been here before. This just how I go. Okay. I'm telling you a damn story, reporting some news that you can use. Okay. Let's go ahead on and get into this damn GoFundMe. So she says family court legal funding for mom of two. Today, my children's father confirmed what I had been dreading for months, that he had packed up our two children and moved them 7 hours away from the city that they were born, where the city that they were born and spent their entire lives. Okay, so she mad that he got the kids. She mad that he moved the kids 7 hours away. So is this making it inconvenient? Do she got visitation up in that month? Okay, what's the dealio? Because from what I'm seeing, it appears that the husband had the kids. She said this was her worst fear. He'd have moved their asses 7 hours away from the city where they was born. But if you left them, now I don't know, what the legal ramifications for that was, right? But I ain't never leave my baby. But you know what? To each his own. Each his own. She says after spending the last month attempting to serve his lawyer court summons, he finally decided to share his new address with me, causing even more of a delay in serving him. Once I was able to pick myself up off the floor, why the fuck did that make you go on the floor? Why the hell did that make you go on the floor? I knew representing myself in court just wasn't going to cut it. Now, I'm not seeing anywhere where she said, my husband took the kids and, or anything like that. She's saying that he moved with the children's. And this caused her to be on the floor. Now, y'all know when y'all hit me up in a mass effort in my Instagram DMs and damn it in my emails, that y'all need to give me more of a damn story. Here, make sure when you hit me up with something that you give me more of a damn story. Because this is crazy. All right, let's see what the hell. Y'all got me up here sweating. Do I got something to fan myself with? I sure do. Hold the hell on, because this thing got hot up in here. It's getting hot in here. So take up all your clothes. I ain't heading too hot. I'm going to take my clothes off. Okay. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Okay, let's go. Come on, okay, let's do it. I hate when people do that on their videos. I shouldn't be doing that on mine. All right, let me finish reading this hot mess express, as EJ said so eloquently. She said, bitch, this is a hot mess express. Okay. So she says, friends and family know my situation well, but for anyone else, I am the first wife. Bitch, she put that in all quotes of the TLC reality TV show, Seeking Sister Wives' most recent edition. Sidian Jones and the mother of our oldest and youngest children. Although we were never married, despite spending 10 years together as a couple. Bitch, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Bitch, is it me? Is it me? Did she just say, I'm the mother of our oldest and youngest children, although we were never married despite spending 10 years together as a couple? All right, y'all ain't gonna like me after this. I don't give a damn. Who the hell stays with somebody for 10 years and don't get no marriage certificate, bitch? And call themselves a first wife, quote unquote? Is it a common law state, bitch? Did you file any paperwork? What's the benefits of you having stayed with that mother for 10 years? And now here it is, he to snatch your kids up, move your kids somewhere else. And now you seeking some type of restitution. Now I understand that, you got parental rights and all of that. Well, I don't know what the hell you got at this point because your ass wasn't married to him. I mean, do the courts find that you abandoned your children? I'm saying women, God damn it, we got to do stuff in decency and in damn order. And I'm not saying that she didn't. I'm just telling you, this channel is called Auntie Advice, so I'm going to give your ass advice. If you doing something, you got to make sure all your damn duckies are lined up in a row. You have to make sure that you find out what the rules are in that cotton freaking state as it relates to child custodial rights. Where the child was born and where the child living. You got to find out both. If it's either or. Like for my child, it was either or, bitch. Okay, we had to make a decision. I had to make a decision. I had to check all the laws. Local, county, district, bitch, avenue, ward. You better check it. You better make sure that you know what your rights are before you get to picking up and putting them down. Now, I don't know what the situation was about, her leaving and why she left and everything like that. And damn it, I ain't into finding out, no further than that. All right. I ain't gonna be doing no damn interviews and stuff like that. Don't y'all ask me to do this. Do we understand each other? All right, let me finish reading this stuff. Stop messing with y'all asses. Okay, so she says, so hold on, let me do this. Cause I'm gonna have to leave in a little bit. Let me see. All right. So wait a minute, hold on. So it says friends and family knew my situation well, but for anyone else, I'm the first wife of the TLC reality TV show Seeking Sister Wives. Most recent edition, Sidian Jones, and the mother of the oldest two. Okay, she says the show states Sid and I were polygamous, which also wasn't true. Regardless, as much as I wanted my name and my story to remain out of the public eye for the sake of our kids, my desperation has driven me, bitch, to come out here and beg and put a GoFundMe out here. And she said, my desperation has driven me forward. With my children in mind, I will do my best to explain why I'm in this mess. Much will be left out for their sake. Okay, all right, explain it, boo, because I'm a mother and I understand, honey. I understand picking them up and putting them down. I understand leaving with your children, honey. I understand packing that bag. I understand the ride-bys and the drive-bys in my girlfriend's car. I understand all of that. So, okay, let's just make sure we got that clear. That I've been here, done that, got the videotape, the scratch on my arm, on the back of my arm, and some more. Okay, I know about all of this. So let's go, girl. Let's talk. Here we go. Let's talk. Sid was my very first boyfriend who I met soon after I turned 18. 9 months later, I became pregnant with our eldest. It was my personal desire for my child to have a present father that kept me in what quickly turned into a tumultuous, toxic, abusive relationship for the next decade. He demanded a one sided, open relationship very early on. I was able to eventually disengage that aspect and ignore his persistent need to sleep around for the most part until we moved in Tasha. Okay, so this is what she said. Okay, if this is if I'm getting it and y'all getting it the same way that I'm getting it, she said that she was in this relationship with him. She wanted to have a father around him. We know how important that is. Been there, done that too. Damn it, you know what I'm saying? You hook up with this mofo, and you have a baby and all of that kind of stuff, and you want to grow up probably the same way maybe she grew up with a mother and father. I had a mother and father, and I wanted my daughter to have the same exact thing. Unfortunately, that did not happen. But okay, I digress and we move on. He demanded a one-sided open relationship very early on. She said I was able to eventually disengage that aspect and ignore his persistent need to sleep around for the most part until he moved in Tasha. Tasha, who is now the first wife, when she was, but at first she was the second wife. Soon after, I experienced a mental breakdown and the relationship concluded. That relationship ate me up and spit me out. I returned to the world a broken pit of a human. Even so, I did my best to heal and find a way to support my children. With my support system having been destroyed long ago, this proved quite difficult. She got a whole bunch of contradictions in here because she was saying, I'm trying to support my kids, but yet I'm not supporting my kids because I don't have the support system that I need. And women, you all know that we talk about oftentimes having that village, that support system of women and men, clergy, therapists, counselors, who will be able to help you to grow, mature, and raise well-balanced children. And so I understand what she's saying here. She says, if it was only the past year that I even learned that coercive control was, and by then I had already played into my ex's hands several times over. The details would undoubtedly make several novels. Fast forward to the very beginning of the pandemic, I lost my job and subsequently my car. Soon after, I lost my home that I shared with my kids, whom I had shared custody with my ex. To this day, I wonder if my ex had a hand in losing my house. As a month prior, he had issued another one of his "I'm going to ruin your life" threats, a threat he's always carried out in over a dozen ways over the past 5 years since we split. Okay, so they've been split for 5 years. This was quickly followed by the third court summons where he requested full custody of our children. Women, I told you, you got to know what it is. When all the chaos at that time of COVID and starting my new job, I unknowingly missed the deadline. God damn it, what the fuck? What? How in the hell can you allow anything to miss a court date when somebody is asking for full fucking custody of your children? Bitch, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired and I'm through. What the? Y'all know as mamas, honey, we will bend over backwards. We will swim every fucking sea. We will do whatever we got to do to make sure that we keep our kids. Most of the time, 99.9% of the time, the court never rules in favor of the father. There's a 1%. I ain't gonna say that it's not possible and it don't happen, but god damn it, how in the hell do you let anything cause you from missing that daggone court? What the fuck is going on? This. Why y'all got me in this crap? I'm telling you, this not making sense. You was already separated from him for 5 years, you said. She says, I'm going to, he'd already been making threats. She says a threat he's carried out over a dozen ways over the past 5 years since we split. Why the fuck didn't you seek custody? Now, I understand you may have been living pillow to post on people's sofas. I could just imagine what you went through as a mother, but ain't no river, no mountain high enough, bitch. Ain't no river wide enough. Ain't no tree tall enough, bitch. Ain't no bridge weak enough to separate me from my child. And I'm telling you right now, I know a lot of y'all stories. Y'all know my damn stories, okay? Y'all know my story. I'm taking my glasses off, bitch. Y'all know my story. I know a lot of y'all stories, and we kept our kids. Bitch, I'm telling you right now, it was a time in my life. Whoo, I'm about to go to church up in this. It was a time in my life where I had to make a decision on who was going to eat, bitch. And I've given that testimony before. I've given that testimony before. I had to make a decision who was going to eat, damn it, and it won't me. And still couldn't lose weight. Like, what the like, what the hell? But I tell you what, I won't never gonna do. I won't never gonna walk away with my baby. I won't never gonna leave my baby nowhere. I won't gonna say hold my baby until I get back. Now I ain't judging her. I'm just giving you my damn story to let you know I can relate to this that's going on. But that's why you don't leave until you cleave. You cleave onto some insightful information. You educate yourself about what the hell you doing before you do it. You can't just jump your ass out there. You can't jump your ass out there like that, ladies. If you are a woman and you are going through this situation, or man, and you're going through this situation, consider the cost, goddammit. Make sure you got everything and you know everything. There's always help out there for you. Somebody done cussed her out. Cameron said, bitch, I'm cussing her. She said, all I hear are tears and more tears. Don't believe her for a minute. Nothing, she said, goddammit, nothing comes before or distracts you from your children. Cameron, I'm sorry, boo, but I sure do agree with that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, honey, it won't nowhere that I was going that my child wasn't going. And bitch, if visitation was supervised. Because I didn't trust your, after something happened. Now, rest in peace to my daughter's father, okay? But I'm just saying. Bitch, I'm just saying. Okay. All right, let me go on back to this so I can go and pick up my child. She says, I saw over 5 lawyers over the next 6 months to see what my legal options were. Why didn't the fuck did you know that? Help me, y'all. I'm telling you, some of y'all may not like me after this. I don't give a damn. But why did you not know? You had 5 years to do the research on this. I'm not understanding this book. I don't understand the mentality. Help a bitch out. That's what y'all get for coming to me insisting that I do this. I'm hoping that y'all getting what the hell y'all wanted from me. Because I'm not going to say what's politically correct. I'm going to tell a goddamn truth because I done been through this. Why didn't you know? What the is going on in your head? I need to just fucking breathe for a minute. Let's finish this shit up. Let's finish this shit up. Let's just finish this shit up. And was given grave news by each due to the many negative opinions he submitted to the judge. By not responding to his opinions were now considered legally true. It was the sixth lawyer that chimed in to tell me I could have filed a motion to reverse the default. 1 week past the 6 month window, this would be allowed. I haven't seen my children in 10 months. My ex now claims I'm on drugs and I had even told my children this to explain why I cannot contact them. Wait a minute. My ex now claims I'm on drugs and had even told my children, okay, this to explain why I cannot contact them. Interestingly enough, okay, his out of the blue came 2 weeks after I apparently did not respond to his liking to the out of the blue message where he attempted to blackmail me. Although I was never given details of what show he would be appearing in, even going so far as to instruct my children not to share anything with me. He was quite concerned that I might try and tell my story, or rather anything that might paint a negative picture of himself and Tasha. I learned the details of the show the day it premiered, long after my ex had decided it's best the children not have contact with me. I'm a good mom. Now, bitch, that gave me pause, bitch. Now, that done gave me pause. Now, that right there done gave me pause, boo. I'm a good mom. I love my children with my entire being. Sure, I've made mistakes in the past, but I've learned from them and apply those lessons daily. I got a tremendous heart, which has suffered more than I knew possible by being excluded from my children's lives. By far the most painful, however, is the thought my children may feel I've abandoned them for any reason. My only wish is to see balance restored and some sense of justice in any it is. Where you been, boo? Where you been? Where you been? Sister girl, where you been? Sister girl. I see you on Twitter. Okay, I found your Twitter page. And on, I ain't gonna bring your face up, but on May 3rd, you put a thing out here and says the love of my life, and you got some man out here with you with a beard. You got the weird little makeup on and all of that kind of stuff. And but sis, where you been? Okay, where you been? I know your heart is hurting if you love your children like I love mine. But sis, where you been? The story that you have given to me and you've given to all of us in your GoFundMe is fragmented. It's fragmented. And I understand that that's why a lot of you all wanted me to talk about this. I understand. But sis, where you been? Here's the thing. You've been out your children's life for a certain amount of time, and now you're going to try to reconcile yourself with the children. But please know that your children don't know you. You indicate that you've been gone for 5 years. They don't know you. And while I know that you want to get even and you want to get your kids back, allegedly, according to you, there's a way to do everything. Now, you said that this sixth lawyer indicated that, you still had a fighting chance to be back in your children's life and to balance the scales of justice. Just be wise and do what's right for the kids. Do what's right for the children. It doesn't seem like you have a relationship with the children where you could actually talk to the kids, or you're communicating with the kids, and you indicate in your GoFundMe. I didn't write it, you did. You indicated in your GoFundMe that your husband has made all of these claims, that you not only had a default judgment, but you also did not even appeal during that time, that you did not get the default judgment overthrown or overturned, or and so now at this point, you're starting back at one, and you're indicating that you're doing a GoFundMe of 20,000. I'm afraid you're gonna have to times two that. You got a real uphill battle, sis. But I just want to know where you've been. And I hear the story that you're giving, and we have a tendency to point the finger, point the finger, point the finger, point the finger. But as you can see, I got 6 of them guns pointing back at me. 6. 6. We got to take accountability for our stuff. And I'm not saying you ain't, sis. I'm just trying to talk to. You know what? Let me talk to y'all as a friend. Okay? Because I don't know what the hell's going on with this. I don't even know why y'all would drag me into this book. But for all the women who reached out to me wanting to know how Auntie feels about this, here's how I feel about this. Sis, where you been? Sis, where you been? What you been doing? And why don't your babies talk to you? I know that sometimes, some women, they leave with the clothes on their back. I do understand that, and I understand. Well, no, I don't understand that amount of fear, but I do understand where you've been. I understand what it feels like to go to bed every night laying with the enemy or a stranger, someone who you thought that you loved, and someone who you thought that you knew, and you find out later on you didn't know them at all, that they've always been a stranger to you. And even in that process, you realize that you've also been a stranger to yourself. See, at 18 years old, you said that you had your baby, right? So you were still a little girl. And so there's probably a lot of you that is growing up right now. A lot of you who is looking back at those years of being 18, 19, and 20. And I don't know how old you are now, because I don't know how old your children are. So I haven't done the math. But at 18 years old, you didn't even know who you were, what you wanted, what your value, the return on investment that you had, that you are. But since I'm just telling you, take care of you and realize that going back into these children's lives is going to have a lot of bumps. Yes. It's going to come with a lot of bumps. It's going to come with a lot of bruises. It's going to come with you're going to have to have the tenacity to endure, even when it looks like you're losing, and even when you do lose. Because when you walk away from certain things are irreparable. And I'm not saying that this situation is that. I'm just saying, sis, realize that some things are irreparable and you can never go back and fix it. The years that your children were not with you, those 5 years that you discuss in your GoFundMe, sis, all I'm saying to you, in my opinion, that you may not ever be able to recover and redeem that time. There may be some resentment, and there is absolutely, in my opinion, probably going to be some abandonment. There's probably going to be feelings of abandonment. It's not something that cannot be healed, but it ain't gonna heal easy. See, some things, see, some injuries, will heal themselves. Some heal, some that are not skin deep. But when you go under the 9 layers of skin, okay, some things may cause you to, just get some stitches. Some hurts go down to the stitch line. Maybe you need 5 or 30 stitches. Like when you have a baby and they, you don't get that, you don't get that thing, and then you just, do it natural and everything, and they got to stitch you up. Y'all mamas know what I'm talking about, because I had 42 stitches myself, honey. And then there are other wounds that require more. Some require surgery. Some require not only surgery, but physical therapy. Some wounds are more than just skin deep. They hit down to the bone, the marrow of an issue, the very heart, the pulse, the vein. And that may be your plight right now. Some doctors can put a stent in there, some pins, some needles. Okay, they can cut away rot. They can fix certain things, but some things require more. Some injuries require a lot more healing. A lot more healing. And I think that you are at surgery's door. You have to understand that children develop between those years that it seemed that you left them. I'm not saying it's not impossible, because I'm not God. And so I can't issue out any judgments. Okay. I'm not the juror. Okay, so I'm not going to go back in the room and deliberate your case. All I can tell you, and tell all those women who reached out to me and said, Auntie, can you please discuss this? Can you please break it down? We have to do our homework as women and as men. When we want to leave certain situations, we have to do our homework. And we have to count up the cost. We have to count up the cost. Some decisions that we have to make as women and as men aren't as easy as other ones. They're not. And so they take time. They take time to make those decisions, because it requires research. And it requires you going beyond your natural knowledge or education. You got to dig deep, and you got to do your research. I don't know what's going to happen in this woman's case. I don't know whether or not she's going to get the money from the GoFundMe at this point. I don't even know, what's best for the kids. It's not for me. It's not for me. I do believe that children need to be in a stable environment. It doesn't appear that from her Twitter page that may be the best thing. Sometimes it's best. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for the 4.99 super sticker. Thank you. I'm sure I probably missed other ones. I apologize. Sometimes what we may think is best for our children just may not be. It just may not be. And I'm praying that she does what's best for the children. Sometimes we want to fight. We want to fight. And we want to be on that get back, but what's best for the children? What's best for the kids, sis? And then I'm just going to leave with this one last question. Where you been, sis? Where you been? Sis, where you been? Oh, okay. What you saying, boo? And she's going to have to stand and let her children come around. She's on her kids' time, but she can't run if they don't initially come around. That's true. There's a lot of healing that's going to have to be done. A lot of healing. Absolutely. Kids are not pawns. Absolutely. 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 Auntie, you always grab not only my ear, but my heart and my mind. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. Love you, Lala C. You're so welcome. We're going to have to, just kind of take a peek at this and look at this, um, discuss this at a later time. I'm hoping that someone got something out of it. Since I'm just saying to you, do what's right for the kids. I love you all to pieces. I gotta go get my child. Y'all have a great night. Talk to y'all soon.